1. What's up, everyone? This is the Law Ray Ramunda, and we are back with another edition of Under the... Wait, that's not it. Okay, we're back with another edition of Indy... Wait, that's not it either. Oh, wait, yeah, this is my channel. What's up, everyone? This is the Law Ray Ramunda, and we are back with another edition of the Roundtable, episode numero 4. And we are here with someone who is very special to me. She is like my independent wrestling sister. Guest, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's different now. You're usually the one that has to do the intro.
I know, it's weird. It's like, wait. It's like, I'm your stressed out host as always, the EVP of Googles. I can't even do it right. The EVP of Giggles, the heartbreak chick, the queen of the indies, Tiffany.
There you go, guys. So yeah, it's a little different. You guys might be coming over from No Holds Barred Network, where me and Tiffany do, like I mentioned earlier, Indie Talks, Under the Rope. She does Wrestle Forum and the AEP podcast as well. So many shows, so little time. Content creating. And we're doing another podcast, I guess I should call it. I try not to call it a podcast. It's more just shooting the shit with friends and just talking whatever we want. So it's
perfect for me because before No Holds Barred Network, I was doing That Ass Podcast and I used to do Free For All. Yeah. And I used to do Roundtable like on another channel and we would all alternate. Like we would do some on their channel and then we would do some on the That Ass Podcast channel. So those are always fun because I think it's a different platform, right? So with when I was doing That Ass, it was all a dating theme. It was pretty like me and my best friend used to talk about the dating scene and how awful it was. And then people, because we liked wrestling so much, we were like, okay, let's bring it that we could talk about it because we didn't want to incorporate it into the the dating podcast.
To the normal podcast. Yeah.
We're like, all right, let's do this free for all. And we sit there and then we would talk about wrestling or we would talk sometimes about the dating scene, but anything, music, movies, whatever, TV series, we were talking about all sorts of stuff. So I'm used to the whole round table. I like it.
Yeah. That's what this is too. It's basically what I like to do here is like if we're having just a casual conversation, it just happens to be recorded. That's about it. So I
think me and Ray spend a lot of time together anyway.
We do.
So it's kind of normal how this goes. I mean, it's anything happens. It's crazy.
Definitely.
Anything happens, and there's a schnauzer rolling behind me.
It's a duffer. It's a duffer.
He's rolling around.
Aww.
Come here.
Hi, Duffy.
You gotta come here. Come on. Come say hi. He's gonna bite me. Right? You gonna bite me? Come here. This is the game that we play.
And there we go. Some wholesome content for the channel.
Yep.
We've had to make multiple appearances on this channel, so now we got a Duffy. Oh, we got it. There we go.
This is McDuff.
There we go. We got some wholesome content. All right, McDuff, welcome to the Roundtable.
He is 4 years old, and actually his birthday's tomorrow. You're gonna be 5 years old.
Aww.
You're gonna be 5 years old.
Aww.
So it's funny.
Jeez.
So he loves Ray. He absolutely adores Ray. He drives me nuts. Right? Lady and the Tramp is my favorite Disney movie.
Oh, so it makes sense to get a schnauzer, yeah.
Schnauzer.
Oh.
Pretty funny. I do not know where McDuff came from. It was just something that I don't know. I think it was something like everybody always asks me this. They're like, did it come from Macbeth? And I'm like, no. I was like, I think there was like another name like that I heard. I think it was McRuff or something like that. And I was playing with the name. This was what? Why?
Because I'm thinking about it like, I guess.
I remember because like it was just a name that always stuck with me. And I think I was because I had dogs before this and I'm obsessed with the letter M for dogs. I had Moxie, I had Mojo, now I have McDuff. But McDuff is my baby. So it was like so I had it when I was in a relationship with somebody. But Yeah, so McDuff always stuck out to me that I was like, okay. I was like, when I got this dog, I was like, I'm going to have to name him McDuff because I was always obsessed with that name. Right?
Oh.
Here you are. Yeah, pain in the booty.
I feel like the names for pets usually, it just comes like out of the blue. Like Luna, it just came originally. Funny enough, the joke of me and my cousin was that she was just a lunatic. So at first, when she was still a puppy, before we named all the dogs, we're like, oh, she's a lunatic. Luna. Okay,
Yeah.
and it stuck.
I still haven't met Luna. I need to meet Luna. And then we need to bring McDuff and Luna together and see
okay, she would chase him around.
Oh, well, he needs
so energetic. She's
good.
so energetic.
He needs it. He should probably boss him around because he's a little bitch.
The Roundtable, it's good. It's okay. I don't know if YouTube likes the cursing, but I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Hey, it's like the typical New Yorker that I am, like the Queens girl. Like, so the curses just roll out of my mouth. So
hey, again, it's the casual conversation. We don't censor ourselves when we usually talk. Don't censor now. It's okay.
It's funny.
It's all good.
Because me and our friend Stephanie,
yes.
Monster, she's on YouTube. No, she's no longer on YouTube. She's on Twitch now. So I remember we went on this girl's. She was a gamer, and she didn't talk. I forgot like what her illness was, but she couldn't talk. So she used to just stream, and she would write in the chat. So she asked me and Stephanie to come onto the channel or whatever. So she just said no cursing, right? And you would automatically think that I would be the one with the F-bombs. Yeah. That everybody always automatically thinks, oh, Tiffany can't do it. Oh, no, I was good. Stephanie was dropping the F-bombs, and I was like,
I feel like this happened to us once. Where was it? That you were fine, and I just kept cursing. I'm like, oh, sorry.
See?
Oh, I know what happened. It was because we were around a kid, and I was like, oh, what? I'm not supposed to.
curse. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I was like. Sorry, I'm
Shout out to Brad and Margaret. My God. Yeah, we went over to watch wrestling, and I'm pretty good. I know when to behave, man. Like, I can contain myself. Even
I'm usually good. Like, I'm usually, I try to be like calm and professional with it, and it just, I guess when it comes out, it comes out. And
you're hanging around me too much, but
it might be that.
I'm sorry. Maybe not. I don't know. Like,
well, let's the elephant in the room. We're recording this on a Wednesday, but today, when this is released, the day you're watching this, where you should be watching this, it is a certain someone's birthday. So we'll be hanging out that today technically as well. So let's give a happy birthday to Tiffany. Let's give happy birthday. I don't got a drink on me, so cheers. I guess with water.
Coffee, so
there you go. Cheers. I had a coffee earlier, but. Happy birthday. We'll be partying it up tonight. But let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about how we've, I guess, made a friendship. Because it's almost technically a year now that we've been friends and taking this journey. It's technically a year, I guess, that we started like going to shows. Because it's past the year that we met. Because we met officially at last year's High Intensity.
Yes, we met physically at like High Intensity 8.
Yep.
But we didn't go to a show together till September because I remember we went to a show together after I came back from All Out in Chicago. So, but you found me on the No Holds Barred Network, and it was interviewing number one husband, Anthony Gang.
I still wonder why. Maybe it's because of this. Maybe.
My first Under the Ropes interview. Yeah, so I remember like I came up to you at House of Glory and I gave you a hug, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I know he's like important to like a bunch of the people that I like. I was like, okay. I was like, let me go say hi, because if I get like good vibes off of people, like I'm pretty good. Like I'll go up to people and talk to people. Most of the part, like I can be a little judgmental, I think.
She was judging me like, who's this guy? Why does he have blonde hair?
Guy over here took my money at the door. How rude. No, let me
I did take your money at the door because I'm the guy that
It's funny because So after the whole episode with Anthony Gangone of the whole list of husband thing, Kyle tried to be funny and Kyle made a shirt and it said list of husbands and he put the clipboard and then it said Anthony Gangone on it. Said the list of husbands and everything like that. So Ray commented on it when I walked through the door.
Oh yeah, I did. That was how, because that's how I recognized you, was the shirt. So I'm like, hey, that's a nice shirt right there. And then when you came back, and I was like, hey, so how's it going? I'm Ray, da 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 da. And from there, it was like, and again, it's that vibe thing. I feel like if people are gonna be friends, it's that vibe check. Like you feel like, okay, this is cool people. This is cool people. And
what made it good was that I came up to you and I gave you like a hug. So I think that's what it was. So it
was the nice hug. That's all. Like she says these hugs. Like if you get like she does jump hugs. So if you get a jump hug, be ready, brace yourself. But it's a nice place.
Like, if I know you. Like, that happened to be in Chicago, too, and it's funny because Leroy Green has said it, too. Our boy Leroy, he said it, too. He says, I give the best hugs because I saw him in Chicago, and I ran up to him. It was funny because, I mean, we could talk about that.
I'm like this because it's like, well, you left poor Leroy, our boy EJ, Cruz. How you miss Cruz? Cruz is a big boy. How you miss Cruz?
First of all, shout out to my girl Maria. Maria does all like AEW with the outro of being the elite, and like I became really good friends with this girl. Like I love her to death, and I found her like with all her artwork that she would do for all these AEW people. So she lives in Denmark, and we became like really good. Yeah, we became really good friends, me and her, and so we made plans that we were going to go to Chicago together. So we met and I hung out with her a lot in Chicago. It was great. I mean, I hope like to see her again eventually, like with everything going on. So we went to one of the panels at StarCast and we saw Private Party and so we're like, oh, Private Party, whatever. So we had to go to the bathroom. So we're like, all right, we'll be back. And we were hanging out with other people too. So we're like, all right, we'll be back. And we went to the bathroom and we came outside and we were hanging out in the hallway before like going back into the panel because like me and her really didn't have a chance to like just chat, me and her. Yeah. So we're chatting outside and then like I turn over and then I see Isaiah. And I was like, oh, snap. I was like, okay. I was like, because I was tweeting at them because when I saw them weeks before, I wore the that show, the House of Glory show, I was wearing the Anthony Gangone. And
I was going to say, because it wasn't that far apart from our show to their actually debut that weekend. Yeah.
Quinn gave me so much crap about the shirt that he literally like pushed me to go out the front door. He's like, security, get her out of here or whatever. And I promised him and Isaiah that I was going to buy the Private Party shirt when I went to Chicago. And I saw him a couple weeks later at Northeast Wrestling and Isaiah gave me a big hug and then Quinn turned his back to me. And I was like, I was like, damn. So Isaiah's like, she promised she's going to buy the Private Party shirt. She promised when she goes to Chicago, she's going to buy the shirt. So literally, I swear, got off the plane in Chicago, drove to the pro wrestling store and bought the damn shirt. And I put it on Twitter and I was like, I bought the shirt. Am I invited to the party? So anyway, so when we saw them at StarCast, Isaiah saw me, came me and he hugged me and then Quinn came over. So I didn't notice anything else because I was having a conversation with Isaiah first and I had Maria with me. So I was kind of trying to put Maria over because like this is the girl who does all the outro for being the elite. So that's why I didn't see, but I'm still mad at Leroy and Leroy's mad at me because I didn't notice him. But if he noticed me, okay, if you're watching this, if you noticed me, why didn't you come up to me? I think that's rude.
Well, he technically noticed you, and he even did this, like, because again, him.
You need to edit picture in. That's so rude.
We're gonna just have the picture right now. Like, look at this. How do you miss? I'm gonna be just talking now. How do you miss the guys behind you? Like, you're right there. See, I see Leroy. Like,
I didn't notice. Okay, I was with Maria. I was trying to put her over.
It's like Leroy said. It's because they're TV stars. That's what, you notice the TV stars.
So, but wait, this continues on, all right? Because never mind the fact that me and Leroy, for whatever reason, I guess I was so hyped up that night. I was up at like freaking 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and Leroy texted me, and he was like, "Look at the photo in the back." I'm like, "You motherfucker!" Like, I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I was like, I would have turned over and said hello, you know. So I got him back. I got him back because I saw him in Chicago at All Out, and I scared the hell out of him because I was in the car driving, and I saw him walking, and I rolled the damn window down, and I screamed. And so that's my thing now. Every time I see Leroy and he doesn't notice me, I scream at him and ask him for Grey Poupon. And
you that's where it started.
That's where it started.
Because then that first show I went with you. Wait,
I screamed out.
The first? Yeah, you screamed at him that.
No,
the following show.
No,
Excellent.
It was one night only. Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
And we were me and Ray were sitting in the car, and I rolled the window down because I saw Gangone, Leroy, and Quinn. Was it somebody else? Well, anyway.
There are some more people in the car, but we're gonna keep kayfabe.
I don't think they like who I was yet, but I rolled the window down, and I was like, "Excuse me, you got any Grey Poupon?" So that's the running joke with me and Leroy. So rude.
Well, shout out to Leroy. When this episode comes out, he would be the last week's episode actually. So thanks again to Leroy for coming on to the Roundtable. We had a nice discussion. We talked some video games. Go check that out. But yeah, that's how it started. Again, it started off of me actually watching her on a podcast. Who would have thought though? A year later, I'm now part of the network. I've done so many of the interviews with you. We've gone to shows doing segments, stuff like that. Oh, God. I've gone to so many shows. Help people, help.
Oh,
help.
Don't even here we go. So now we got to tell this story because that's
God.
Okay. So anyway, I wanted to go to one night only, Excellence, which was in Pennsylvania, and I put a post out on Facebook that I was going to go with my friend Jimmy. And I asked if anybody else wanted to come with us because I knew it was going to be a couple hours of a ride, and I figured if anybody else wanted to come, I still had room in my car. So I put the post out, and then Ray hit me up, I think, like a couple days later or whatever, like that Saturday before, and he asked me if I was still going, and I was like, yeah. So I asked him if he asked if he can come, and I was like, yeah. And it was funny because I was going to Dropkick Depression that night, so I asked him if he wanted to come with me. So me not really knowing Ray, so me and Ray not really knowing each other, we took a shot, right? Like I figured, I was like, okay, why not?
So, it was like, hey, whatever happens, if I was gonna die, I guess.
That's awful. That's awful.
Whoa. Let's keep going. We almost did think we were gonna die because of that horror house that we
passed.
That
was in Pennsylvania. That was in that was at the Excellent show. That was a Dropkick Depression.
No, that was that night. That was that night for Dropkick. We passed right by this dark.
No, it was Excellence because I remember I was saying to Gango, "Where did you take us?" It was Pennsylvania.
Where was that
no, that was Pennsylvania. We're like, okay, we're gonna die.
I think the nights mixed just because it was like 1 week then the next.
Yeah.
That's why.
It was like back to back. So
yeah. Okay, but keep going. Keep going to why.
That's one thing about me is like how I am on the podcast is exactly how I am, in person. So
she's definitely a bubbly person.
Bubbly. So. I mean, look, I get my serious moments. I'm very serious, and then I have my bubbly moments. So, but yeah, so we went to Dropkick Depression. It was good too because I never really ventured outside of a lot of the New York shows.
Yeah.
So it was really always like ICW that I used to go to, or stuff in Long Island, or like Evolve I would go to. So it was kind of nice to check out another promotion that I wasn't familiar with. So we get to go, and it was nice because since Ray knows everybody, and I call him the mayor, right? I call you the mayor all the time because I can't go anywhere with him without people coming up to him. So he's the mayor. And then we went up after the show to go see Gangone, and I told Gangone that I brought a friend, and Ray came up, and then pretty much I told Ray, I was like, I'm not that bad. And he made a face to Anthony. This is the kicker back from me and him all the time. He's like, I didn't make a face. I was like, you made a damn face. You made a face. Don't even start. You made a face.
I feel like I might have. I really don't remember.
Face.
I'm sorry. I'm very expressive. So I might have been like.
I'm the one that's supposed to be expressive. I'm the Italian one over here.
Well, I'm the half Puerto Rican, half Ecuadorian. So what do you expect? The Latino side, we're gonna be very loud or very expressive.
See, so, I have both sides. I have the Sicilian side and I have the Puerto Rican side, and then like.
So we're both very expressive. We're both gonna be very like.
Even if
we're quiet, we're blunt with our faces.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the face. I just know afterward. Ant was just surprised and he was like, hey, and
Rude.
Another hug.
Rude. Nah, but it's cool. But even with all the stuff that we do wrestling wise, because we do a lot of stuff wrestling, obviously we go to a lot of shows, and what's it called? Like Ray helps out like also, and he's part of the network now as well. So we do a lot of shows together. But I mean, it's not just that. I mean, we have a friendship outside of wrestling. You know, so we have some
definitely, and to explain a little bit of what Yuppie Day is, we go to this area in Brooklyn. It's not wrestling. It's one day that we don't do wrestling. We just hang out, basically in Williamsburg. We'll go like bar hopping, get some food. And it usually ends at Barcade.
Yeah.
Which is just an amazing place. If you're in the Brooklyn area or just in New York in general, you definitely have to check out Barcade. Well, when it's reopened, sadly.
It needs to reopen because I miss Barcade because me and Ray love to sit at the freaking Ninja Turtle machine. And we're, when this is like a must. When this comes back, Ray, like that's it. We're not playing any other games with that one, and we need to beat the game. We have to beat the game. That's it. So that's like me and Ray's agenda.
So close.
We've been close.
We've been so close. And it's funny because we're like two little kids, but with alcohol. So we're drinking and playing Ninja Turtles, like just adamant, like we're gonna win. And we've made it close. It close. And again, like when this gets better, we definitely got to go back. But that's what Yuppie Days is. We just like try to chill, no wrestling. Yeah. We've hung out with a wrestler though. We've had our boy Leroy come through. He's joined us in Yuppie Day. We've gone to some crazy Yuppie Days though. Like we've done multiple bars. We've done insomnia cookies. We've done nitrogen ice cream. Mm-hmm. Oh my god,
that was good.
Ice cream's amazing. We've done a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
It's fun, but yeah, we do a lot of stuff. We play a lot of video games too together. Even with our boy Adam Kane. So.
Another former guest of the Roundtable. So you can go check that out as well. That was a little more controversial conversation. Yeah. Which usually when we talk, I think a lot of our conversations, if they were recorded, we would be canceled. Just for the usual, like we have a thing. We're not going to talk about what we talk about there. Because I'll leave that for maybe if I can get this to work, a 4-way conversation. We'll get both April and Adam on here. Because we do this thing called Fortnite After Dark.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
And we're not going to talk about that. I'm just going to say if that episode happens, I might have to put it somewhere that I won't get strikes for.
Well, this one's a little bit...
Aww, it's a Duffy. He wants to know. See, he's like the people. He wants to know what happens at Fortnite After Dark. Stay tuned to that episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
Stay tuned.
He bit me.
Oh no. We have a doggy attacking. Oh wait, speaking of doggies. Oh wait, are we going to have double the wholesome content? Oh god. Luna, come here. Come here. We need double the wholesome content. No, don't run away from me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hold on. Here, you want your toy? Come here. Come. No? Come on. See, this is the problem though. She takes forever to come.
You see Ray?
See, Duffy's so happy there. Oh, okay. Got her. I got her. We got double the wholesome content. We got double the wholesome. Look, Luna. Luna, look. Another doggy. Look. Say hi.
Oh.
I think that's it. That's just the episode now. It's just gonna be doggies. Like, okay, you two talk now. Like, you got Luna. Interview Duffy. Interview. You good? Mwah.
It's funny. You have a girl. I have a boy. It's funny.
What's usually? I think it's usually like that. Like usually, like a lot of guys will end up for some reason getting like a girl dog. Like, though most guys want to be like, oh, I want to get the macho, like either a German Shepherd or this and that. But
yeah,
I like my Maltese. It's cool to have. Definitely company.
Though. The male Schnauzer is supposed to be anywhere from like 13 to 17 pounds. So I was supposed to have a little guy. This guy's not little. He's huge.
No,
he's like 25 pounds.
Duffy's a big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy. Now she wants to come back. Now she wants to come back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll have doggies for the rest of the episode now. But yeah, so that's our yuppie days. We've turned into, because of the pandemic, into gaming nights now. Like I feel like almost every night now we're playing either Fortnite or Dead by Daylight. Like, but I guess so. Yeah. It's not the worst thing because we've had fun during the pandemic.
I mean, we'll hang out at my place a lot. We'll have I'll have get-togethers and stuff like that. So, I'll have people over. We've done game night. We've had I'm big into like board games, so we've done that. Or we'll just blast music and have a couple of drinks, and the conversation gets hilarious.
Again, conversations we can't talk about here. It's a safe space at Tiff's place. It's a safe space.
This room right here that you guys see me in is a safe space. Whatever's discussed in this room doesn't leave this room. So,
oh man, if those walls could talk.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's what we try to do, because again, during all this, we're trying to stay sane. We're trying to stay just like in a good environment. Like everything else has been very negative in a lot of things, and it sucks.
And that's
like this has been.
You try to stay as positive as you can, and you try to make the best of everything, and we all going through everything, and as bubbly as one person can be, it still gets to you, so you try to make the best of life, and that's what we do. So we'll kill each other in Grand Theft Auto, and
we're definitely taking our anger out on each other in these games as well. Like, oh man, like we're like we almost end friendships over Fortnite. We almost end friendships over Uno. Like,
oh God, Uno. I hate that game.
Oh man.
I freaking hate that game. I swear to God, like it just pisses me off. And PlayStation, get your shit together with fucking Monopoly. Fucking me and Ray. So our friend Stephanie, we were like, oh, Monopoly is like $5, but there was like 4 different Monopolies, right? And before we could agree on which one we were going to buy and play, because we were like, all right, we need something different to add to our rotation of what we can all play together.
Yeah.
She buys one, for whatever reason, we didn't buy it, because I think, she didn't tell us which one she bought. That's what happened.
Yeah, because I think they were all like on sale.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, let's decide which one we're gonna buy and whatever. And then when she's like, okay, I bought one. Wait, which one? Oh, I'll let you guys know. It's like, okay.
So she never told us. So eventually, like, months go by, and then she's giving me and Ray crap, and she's like, well, you guys never bought Monopoly. I'm like, you never told us which one to buy. So anyway, me and Ray go buy it, and she sent us the one to buy. It was like $15, so it wasn't on sale anymore. Okay, so we're like, all right, whatever. Only $15, whatever. Yeah. So we're gonna buy the game, right? Me and Ray buy the game. Now it doesn't load.
Yeah.
And of course nobody gets to you, but I lost $15, and so did Ray. And it's like, what the hell?
It's like, just to make it worse, like, we haven't bought this game. We weren't looking to buy it anymore, because it's like, whatever. Like, we play other things, and we happen to buy the defective one. Like, our luck.
Unreal, man.
But it's again, it's the moments. Like, that's another thing. Like, we like to say, because of our good friend Chris Seaton, who will be coming on the podcast soon. He keeps saying he doesn't want to come on, but he's coming soon. He keeps saying making moments, and that's what it's about. We make moments, we have fun, and just like We try to do good here.
You do with all the bad stuff. It's like you have to live like it's your last day. And you know, me, like I'm huge on pictures, and like I'm sure, like if you know me, I take a bunch of pictures, I take a bunch of video. Like I those are the moments that I cherish, and it's nice to like go back and be like, oh, remember this day or remember this. So it's always hashtag making moments or whatever. So, but I love it. And me and Ray, within the last year, like we have so much to say of our friendship, of everything. Like it's crazy, and it's so nice because it's like our clique kind of grew, right? And then
Definitely.
Our girl April, shout out to you, I love you dearly. You know, April's been part of it, and I love.
She'll be coming on soon as well, because that's definitely our girl there, April. But definitely, like again, we started out again. I hit her up with a text. I was like, what the heck, whatever. And it's been a nice friendship. It's been a lot of moments, a lot of laughs, a lot of cries, a lot of like just living life, you know? Yeah. And it's been fun. And it's still like during this pandemic, if it's shown us anything, it's shown us to definitely cherish those moments.
Yeah.
We've definitely cherish those moments.
We've all been through a lot together. So, but like you said, we have a lot of memories just the last year alone of all the fun that we have, even going to the shows and even opportunities that come at the door and stuff that have been great. Like, I mean, it's been fun. I mean, even like us going to some of the promotions and some of the promoters letting us do videos of like the shows so we can put it on the network as well. So that's kind of fun. It's been Chop Ray Day.
See, what's funny is that tonight, by the time you're watching this, tonight we'll be hanging out at Tiff's. Tiff, don't expect this, but you might get chopped. It's your birthday.
Me. You gotta get popped in the face.
I'll wear a mask. It's okay. See, I'm supposed to wear a mask anyway, so I'll just wear something padded.
The only person that I've allowed to chop me is Anthony St. James. And it all started because of Anthony St. James, of this whole chop shit.
This is true.
The whole chop shit.
I should blame him for me getting chopped so damn much.
Because he's got a lot of explaining to do, but he started all this crap at IWA last year.
Yeah, like, I gotta get him on. That would be that's probably gonna be an interesting conversation too.
Yeah, I need to get him back on the No Holds Barred Network as well too, because that was an interesting interview that I had with him. But
I was on his show, and that just like it's the most interesting 20 minutes of me singing, of us burying Nacho Libre, and him putting me over to the ladies for some reason. So yeah, check that out. I can't remember the name of the podcast, unfortunately, but yeah, sorry. I'll put it in the link below. If I remember, I'll edit it in somewhere. Okay.
He doesn't do it enough. He needs to bring it back. He pretty much, what he does is he has a guest come on and they pick a movie and it has to have a wrestler in the movie. So it's been, I did The Wrestler with him. So that was a fun podcast with him. So, but it was funny because he was like, "Did you watch the wrong one?" And I'm like, "You told me this one." So no, it's cool. Like I said, it's been a fun last year. Even like to hang out with Anthony St. James too, outside of wrestling. So I think that's been kind of cool for me. Like I would say, like the friendships that I've developed that have really, it's not just like wrestling, like they've become like dear friends in my heart as well. And like, I'm so appreciative of it. It's so cool. Like, again, like Leroy's been in my house and, you know, a whole bunch of them have been in my house. So we just like hung out, even if we watch wrestling, or even tonight, like my birthday, right?
Tonight we'll be chilling. We're somehow, some way, we'll probably end up watching some wrestling, I feel like.
Yes, like because doing something. And I need to see my husband's Alexane and Blake Christian kill it in the dojo.
Yeah, so we'll definitely watch that. We're definitely going to listen to some music.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get that music flowing. You got to get the drinks, because this ain't water. I'm drinking water right now, but it's not going to be water tonight. But let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk that music, because we've been in these car rides, and that playlist is usually the most interesting combination of reggaeton to Post Malone to like 90s like dance party music. Like what's the interest here? Like what do you define as your music?
I'm old. Okay, that's the address. I am 38 years old now, right? I'm old, okay? So I'm gonna go back to my 90s shit, which is always my favorite.
No.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the boy bands and Backstreet Boys and Nirvana and Metallica. I'm gonna go all over the place because that's just my taste. I miss the 90s. Like I really, really miss the freaking 90s.
That was a good decade. I was born in that decade.
Yeah, I wasn't into that decade. But anyway, but like I was buying CDs and stuff like that in the 90s and stuff. Oh my God, CDs. You know the funny thing is, I still have all those CDs.
I have a bunch of CDs. You know what's funny?
Like CD player.
I had one.
My car.
It broke. I had one and it broke.
That's
I had an
I should go into my storage and I should pull out this big freaking binder that I have because I got rid of all the the plastics that they used to, and I put them in the binder. So I should just leave
did that. We didn't have like the fucking booklet of just same. I had one of those, and it was like you would have either if you bought the CDs or you made like mixed.
Oh yes. CDs. You know what used to piss me off? So I would make a CD, right? Like let's say you had like 10 tracks on it or whatever like that, right? But a new song would come out and then you'd be like, shit,
I want that song in there.
Some CD, but I like these songs and like I need to put this song. So then you burn another another CD. Like I remember doing that. Like I had like
I think this is where we lose all of the younger viewers that don't know what the hell we're talking about.
I'm old, man. Like I told you, like I'm not even kidding. Like I know I don't look 38 years old, but I'm freaking 38 years old.
That's another thing to throw it back just for a sec. When I met her and she was like, "Oh, so how old do you think I am?" I'm thinking like, because I always get mistaken for some reason a few years older as well. So I'm thinking she's definitely maybe like 27. And she's like,
I was 27.
But again, like ladies and gentlemen, like look at her. Like she doesn't look her age.
No, I don't.
That's good genetics right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's shit. Shit. My grandmother was always confused as my mother. It was great shit. So like, thank you, grandma, for these great genes because like no, I get it all the time. Nobody ever believes me. So and I still get carded, so it's great. But it's great.
Yeah, right? I like that shit. I kind of like still getting carded. It's like
I'm still getting carded.
At least I have proof.
You still got a baby face too, you know? You got a long way to go. But shit, I'm inching to that 40 and I'm still getting carded. So thank you. But but yeah, I mean, I'm crazy with all my music. I love the mix, and it's like thank God for like the iPods and the MP3 players when they started coming out, so you could just keep adding.
Oh man, I remember having like there used to be these MP3 players that were like kind of USBs that you just connect your headphones, and I remember like every time there would be a new song back into my computer and just be like, okay, this is then getting so many damn viruses for trying to use LimeWire with it and be like, okay, get this, and then like the computer. I don't know how our computers lasted back in the day.
Yeah. Like it's crazy. Now
I remember using LimeWire for music, for wrestling, because even back in the day, certain matches you could find on LimeWire. Like that's how I used to watch so many like old school indie matches, like Amazing Red, Low Key, and LimeWire used to kill computers. Like man,
it still kills.
That again, that shows my age a little bit. Because again, she calls me so young, but I'm not that young anymore either. Young. Like I'm starting to notice.
Young. Very like my little brother. That's what I was. He's my little brother. You really are, man. I mean,
I'm young, but I don't feel it anymore because now, as I see how wrestling's growing, I'm starting to see people that were my age when I got in.
You can
now I don't feel young anymore because I see like we know like the girl Haley, the fan of the show, fan of everything. I see her and I'm like, oh, that's a baby. Like to me, that's a baby. Like.
You can be my son. She can be my daughter. So
this is always an argument between us. And I'm like,
but it's true though. It's true though. I got 16 years on you. In reality, you could be my son. It's okay.
This is...
So if anyone like that's right. And Braden knows me so well, right? When the youngins like come hit on me, like that's always my answer, right? You can be my son.
He's not lying. Like this is
horrible.
This has been the answer, and I've seen it. I've seen it happen in person, and I'm like, ah. Like, I love seeing when people try to come, like, at you. I feel like we're going to get into this conversation now. We have to kind of a little bit. Like, because it's bad enough the DMs you get, but then seeing guys try, it's the worst. Because it's just like...
This is my deal, right? And Ray knows this about me, right? I automatically, any guy who talks to me is in the friend zone because I don't think that people are attracted to me, right? And because of the fact that most of my friends are male, okay, I always assume they just want to be my friend, right? So it's not in my head that there's the possibility that somebody's interested in me. So I just automatically like, oh, okay, new friend, until they hit on me and call me beautiful, and then you're done. I hate that. I hate it so much.
Don't worry, guys. Before someone comments, oh, did Ray try? No. I just wanted to be friends. I was like, hey, wanna... She probably would have hit me. She definitely will hit me now. Like, she's still, like, we're probably partying by the time this is released. She's probably gonna just gonna punch me on principle alone. Like, just like, oh, remember you said you're gonna chop me? Oh.
I'm horrible. Nah, I always.
But it's funny. It's funny to see, and like I've told her as a guy, and I'll probably get heat for this. Like, as guys, like whoever's listening to this, do better. Like, there's so many ways you can try to hit on a girl. Try to, like, actually... No, this is, I feel like, the problem. I feel like every guy tries to hit on a girl. No one tries to start a conversation.
See, that's always my thing, right? And, like, Ray knows, like, how I am. So it's, like, definitely that's always... that's the kicker for me. So if you're gonna come up to me, or if you're gonna message me automatically and be like, oh, you're gorgeous, oh, you're so attractive and shit, like, I get instantly turned off. Because, especially in like a DM or something, because I feel like you're already attracted, you don't need to say it, right? And me and Ray have had this conversation. There's a difference with me. If I like somebody and, it's like known between the two people and we're just talking, then I don't mind if somebody calls me beautiful. That's another story. But when you instantly come off and you're like, oh, you're gorgeous, you're attractive, in my brain, you're trying to tap that. So, right? So I'm not interested. So I automatically, I shut it down. I really do. I'm
No, and I've seen this. I've seen it, like, she showed me countless of DMs, and it's like, oh man. Yeah. And again, it's like I'm not gonna say I'm fucking like killing it over here. Though Tiffany might say other things, like she'll fucking say, oh, but Ray's had this in his DMs. He showed like
Ray's the pimp, man. I'm telling you, Ray's a big pimp.
But again, like, guys, like, start a convo. Because a lot of the things, that's what girls kind of want, is that conversation. Because again, if you're already messaging, they know you're interested. They know you're attracted. Like, start up a conversation, actually be able to talk to a girl. Because if you can't talk to them, what's going to happen then? If she actually is interested. Like,
look, if there's a girl that wants to, like, hook up with you, most of the time, like, they're pretty blunt about it, right? Like, this is what I used to say on That Ass Podcast. It's like, and I know that's me, and that's probably why I'm single, because people can't handle me. I'm very real, right? I'm very real. Ray can vouch for this. I'm very real. I say it how it is. If I'm interested in someone, I'll let you know. Like, I'm too old for games. I'm 38 years old. Not that I did the games or whatever, but this is like years ago, and I'm too old for it. Like, just cut the shit.
No, definitely. We've had this convo, and it's like, shit. Again, it's especially, like, I feel like if anything during this pandemic, it shows you times of the essence.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have that mentality before, you should definitely have it now. Times of the essence, and just, like, be better and be wiser. This goes for anything. This doesn't just go for relationships. This just goes as a genuine piece of advice. Be wiser, because end of the day, no one has time to, like, waste.
Right.
No one has time to waste. Either if it's socially, if it's in business, no one has time to waste anymore. Like, do what you gotta do. Be like smart about what you're saying. If you can't do that, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think one of the best things. I always think about this story. I don't know why it just stays in my brain. I went to go buy this couch, and I took my mom with me because I was like, okay, mom, come with me I need a new couch. So I took her with me, and because I went by myself once, I think, and I fell in love with it, but I wanted her opinion on it, so I brought her back. So whatever, I got the same salesman, and then he had to go like handle the things. I'm sitting legit in my spot as I love the corner piece.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep on that spot. Like
deadly. That's why I bought the couch, because this couch is deadly. So I was literally sitting in the corner spot or whatever like that, and I'm like on my phone, and my mother watched some guy like check me out and shit like that, and I just blatantly ignored him. And like my mother just bust out laughing. She goes, shit, you're a bitch. I was like, what? She goes, that guy was checking. I was like, he was? I was like, whatever. I was like, like, I don't think of these things. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm shopping for a couch. Like, I wouldn't think that.
I'll say this also about Steph. Little like cues she misses sometimes.
Oh, I'm stupid.
She definitely misses cues on like if someone's flirting, even in conversation.
I'm dumb.
She misses those little cues, and I'm dying because she'll call me the young one, the little brother here, but then she'll call me, Ray, what do you think? I'm like, oh, he's flirting with you. Oh.
Because I don't think these things, because you know what it is? I'm not looking, right? That's what it is. I'm not looking.
That's what you find. If you ever notice, when you're not looking, that's when everything happens. What's worse is that when you finally find like an interest, that's when everyone else comes.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying like there isn't the possibility of it, because I think in reality everybody would like someone, and in reality, yes, it would be nice for me to meet somebody and someone's whatever, but you really have to catch me in order for me to be intrigued. So you saying you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're a goddess, or whatever the fuck it is that's in my DMs, because this is the shit that I fucking get all the time, or in person,
you're a queen,
or I get sniffed.
Oh God.
Like, or the guys come up to me and fucking sniff me because, oh my God, a girl who likes wrestling that took a shower. Yeah, that's right, Ray. I said it. I don't care.
Again, that's what the Roundtable is. I don't give a shit. Like, oh man, but it's what's sad is that anyone else would have been like, oh, this girl's over exaggerating, and it's happened.
Yeah, but Ray knows. Like, that guy lucky I didn't deck him, because like I can contain myself. So, but if you piss me off, forget it. So, but yeah, no,
you don't want to mess with Tiff when she's angry. Like, you think you don't want to mess with the Hulk? Don't mess with Tiff.
Bad enough that like I'm Puerto Rican, right? Like, but then you have, not only am I Italian, I'm Sicilian, So like I'm gonna cut you with a knife. Like, Ray's like, let's not talk about that story.
Because like, I'm not gonna give full detail, but there might have been a time that she might have pulled out a knife,
but not at Ray.
And not at me per se.
It was
but
whatever.
I was in the like vicinity, and I felt like hey bro, like fix this, like this is on you, but I might get stabbed. Like,
wasn't your
and
fault.
It's like it's not a like.
Nobody's touching my car.
I'm trying to like find something that would average. Okay, let me use my control for example. So
no, it's bigger than that.
No, I'm getting to that. Like this would be like, oh shit, that's a knife. No, let's say like a nice like fucking like a butcher's knife almost. It was a huge fucking
size of this water bottle.
Yeah. So imagine that like in your vicinity. And she's not holding it like flimsy, like no, it was at a nice. I'm like
Michael Myers style.
I was like, hey, I'm not trying to die.
Nobody touches my car, okay? And when you're gonna grab the keys to my car, we're gonna have a problem. So, and especially if I tell you give me my keys and you're not giving me my keys, yeah, I'm gonna pull out a knife on you. Don't play with me. I don't want anything.
It was just the funniest. It was the funniest shit because I'm just like. I was just trying to be like, okay, cool. I was kind of like tipsy because we had drank like I think cranberry vodka. So I'm like, okay, we're just chilling. And then that happens, and 2 seconds later, knife. I'm like, oh shit. All right. I look at Duffy like, yo, help me. Like, no. All right.
Hey, messes with me.
But again, guys, like, be smart, because if not, knife.
Not that bad though.
She is. And that's why we have the team. Like, when it's me and Tiff, it's team not that bad. That's our moniker. That's when we're doing all this like indie talks, under the ropes, whatever we do on media, we're team not that bad. We're bringing the homegirl April, we're team Sasson. Because like we're just that like fiery. Because you're mixing three people that are like big personalities. Again, our Spanish side comes out. Tiff's Italian side comes out. So it's like it's hot, it's spicy there. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a good time though.
Every
like
time
tonight, again, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, every time we hang out, I feel like there's always new nicknames that are coming up, right? So I have my initial 3 that I use for the podcast, right? But there's always a million freaking nicknames. I think even in our little group chats or whatever, we have different nicknames in our chat.
Oh yeah, we definitely do. Like I still get fucking what is it that I am now? Oh, I'm a special case because I'm quote unquote the only guy that's not like a guy. I'm like,
well, you're not a girl. No, that's not what it means. It means because of the fact that you're not like other idiot guys out there. That's really what it is. You're a special case. It's a good thing. It's not a bad.
I don't know. You guys, let me know. What do you think? That sounds like every time I hear it, I'm like, I got a question.
You could be my son, so like he's friend zoned for life. So like, so if you guys are thinking any shit, get it out of your freaking brain because like
I feel like some people have probably thought about that. Like,
who has they probably? I'm with everybody that I talk to apparently in the freaking world of whatever. Like everyone's oh, she's screwing that one. Oh, she's with that one. She's with that one. Meanwhile, like I'm just sitting here like like
that's another fucked up thing I feel like, and like this it came up today and it's a perfect topic. I think we could wrap up here about how guys and girls can be friends. Like, and this like mean like not having to have the fucking like, oh, they have to be fucking, oh, they have to be dating, they have to be doing something. Like a guy and a girl can be friends without having to have that sexual tie to it. Like 2 of my best friends right now, one I'm talking to at the moment, the other one she's gonna be my guest I believe next week, which is the Brooklyn Wolf of Makeup herself, April, and it's like guys, you don't always have to think with your dick. Like, come on. Like, it's like it's annoying. I feel like it's definitely it's worse for you guys. I feel like because you guys get it instantly. Like, oh, she's fucking this dude, that dude, this dude. Get it all the time.
Oh, I'm with this wrestler. I'm with that wrestler. I'm with this guy, that guy. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm a hoe. I mean, like shit. Right. Like I have.
And it sucks. It sucks. At the end of the day, y'all are just trying to have fun too, because it's like, oh, if you're hanging out with just a group of girls, you're not fucking the girls, right?
Exactly. Like, so this is like my explanation with it, right? This is what I say, and like I kind of go back to it of the sense that I go back to when I think about like elementary school, junior high school, whatever like that, right? You're young, you're not so much thinking about relationships and things like that, right? And even when I was like 5 years old, like I always remember like you had like birthday parties and stuff like that with like the boys and girls and stuff, and you're instantly like, oh, my friend, right?
Yeah, because you're innocent.
It's that innocent feel, right?
Yeah.
So like as you get older, like obviously it's another thing. But me personally, like I always felt like I was this tomboy, right? Like I played football, I liked wrestling,
yeah, I can see like not to.
I feel like it's about me.
Yeah, I would say that not. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a girly side to me, right? I have that, right?
Yeah.
But there, like growing up, like I had the tomboy side of me as well, and it's still there a little bit with me, again, like I'm 38, like a lot's changed with me from back then or whatever. So, but I always grew up, even like was like 15, 16, 17, even like those ages, and even out of high school, like I always had a lot of guy friends that I was always the only girl. And I feel like a lot of females feel like this the same way that I do, because it's a lot easier for girls to, I guess, like friendship with guys than with girls and girls. It is hard.
It's
and
odd.
It's
funny. It's weird that I feel like you would think it would be easier for you guys to be like friends with other girls, because with guys it's like I can say I have a bunch of guy friends, but I definitely do have like girlfriends as well. Yeah. And when I see them, like you two, like it's funny, our little clique there, you two are friends, and it's kind of like that's about it. Like you guys don't have like girlfriends.
I don't have a lot of female friends that like I hang out with on the regular. I don't. And it's a lot of girls. It was just always easier for me to hang out with guys. One, because I liked sports and, you know, things like that. So I think it was just always easier that way. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, the attention, you know, because it wasn't like that. Like I remember a bunch of me and the guy friends, we used to do, they were again all wrestling friends and stuff, and then we used to do, so funny, like I still gotta show Ray this stuff, maybe Friday, maybe if I get, well
today
with this drop. So we used to do one of our friends was a major of videos and stuff, like he used to go into cinema and stuff, so he used to record and the guys used to wrestle. And
you told me about this.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. So these were all guys, like a whole shitload of them, and I was the only girl. And you know, whatever. And they always made sure like I was fine. Like they walked me home. Like nothing ever happened. Like they made sure I was okay. You know, so those were my guys. And like, you know, these are like, that's why I always go back when I think about like all the guy friends. Like I have my initial guy friends that I still know. Jesus Christ, I know Brad for 30 years. You know, so and my friend James I know like over 20 years. So these are guys that like are still my lifetime friends. You know, but nothing's ever happened with me and them or whatever. It was legit just a friendship. So that's why I say with me, I think I got spoiled in that sense that I think guys are like that with me, that I never think guys are actually interested in me.
Done.
So I think that's
and I get that. I get that. And I feel like definitely like that's why I say like even when we first met, I was like, she seems like one of the guys. Like it was very like it's like this is the quote unquote thing. It's like, oh, when you see a girl that likes wrestling, oh, it's a unicorn. Like it's
I have a unicorn. You can't see it, but
there you go. We have the artwork, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But yeah, it's like it's something that you usually don't see, and especially how adamant you are about wrestling. You definitely like things that maybe aren't the most like girly, quote unquote, but as well you do have your very girly side. Like I was there when you and April are fucking like doing makeup, and I'm like,
and it's funny, I wasn't really big into makeup either, too. So I think, I mean, I liked it, but then I think like with April as well, like April made me a little more obsessed than I was. Damn it, April. I love you dearly, but damn it, you're like killing my wallet because like she just shows me stuff and I want to.
I'll say that makeup is definitely like you get a lot of fucking like learn, guys. Like definitely watch April's channel, learn about the products because it can help get you some tips.
Plus she's that's my girl.
Definitely, yeah. But
wrestling brings us together, man. Like that's how we met April, because April found me on our girl Queen of Venice channel. So and look, and it's funny. I was like, oh, another New Yorker. I was like, how freaking cool is that? My mom was like, why do you meet people all over? Like with the podcast, like Kyle lives in freaking Canada. Like Steffi lives in freaking Maryland. Our girl Tatila lives in California. Maria lives in Denmark. My mom was like, can't you find anybody in New York to be friends with? And I'm like. So
and then boom, you start meeting everybody.
Soon.
Like shit. Like, and again, this is something else. I guess I should say as well. Don't stop yourself from doing that. Like sometimes take that little bit of a risk because you never know. It could create the best friendships.
Buy women makeup.
or do that. Or I was trying to go the friendship route, but do that. Like,
hey,
that might get you.
One of my guys like brought me makeup for like my birthday or Christmas. I'd be like a pig in shit. Like, thank you.
Well, I guess you'll find out what you get tonight.
Oh boy, I'm scared. I'm scared now.
But definitely, guys, like, oh man. But definitely, guys, just be wiser, be better. Be better people. Just think definitely with this, not something else. I won't say what because I'm trying to still keep this somewhat like PG in a sense. But definitely just stay sane, ladies and gentlemen. Try to stay safe as well because like tonight, we'll be hanging out, but we'll be definitely safe when we do it. We're not going crazy either. Like we're still trying to be normal, but in this new fucking world we're in. But yeah, like I guess last thing because we kind of didn't touch on it as much.
What?
The wrestling side of everything. Like our love for wrestling.
About wrestling.
we kind of didn't talk though. Like
this
is gonna end it. This is gonna end it here on. So because again, like I said, it's kind of a unicorn thing to see girls like wrestling. Let's talk about that. What got you into wrestling though? Like why do you like wrestling? Why do you like?
So. Pretty much the whole thing that got me into wrestling, like my dad was big into wrestling, so I remember like Monday Night Raws that he used to watch in the living room, and I used to pass by or whatever from the kitchen and stuff like that, and he would be watching it. So I think one day I just got intrigued, and I was like, oh, okay. I just sat down and started watching with him. So it kind of like bonded with like my dad over this shit. Yeah. So like, and then we used to watch the pay-per-views. So I think I was like early. Even like before my teens, I think I started watching with him. This is the problem is like I can't pinpoint exactly where it was, but I just know like in the 90s I was watching a lot, and then I kind of fell out of it because life. So between college and working 2 jobs and boyfriend, babysit, I was doing like a million things, so I just stopped watching wrestling. It's just life, and like I kind of like fell out because all my friends were like retiring, and I was like, oh, I don't have time for this anymore, so I stopped. And then years ago, I got back into it. A bunch of my friends were in the bowling alley. Yes, I'm a bowler. I'm a good bowler.
See, this is still something we have to. Once pandemic gets better, we gotta bowl.
Right.
We gotta bowl.
First of all, before we keep going with this, okay, you do not want to bowl with me. Because I'm a very competitive bowler. I can't bowl for fun. I can't. This is why I don't like bowling with my friends. Because I cannot bowl for fun. I can't. Like, I'm not even playing with you. Like, I've been in so many tournaments. Okay? I've bowled money leagues. I've taken first place. You still want to bowl with me? I bowled a 279, which should have been a 300 because that fucking 10 pin never went down. But that's okay. My 300 will come. Are you sure you want to bowl with me? There's 3 balls in the car. Never mind my shoes.
There definitely are.
You sure you want to bowl with me? I don't know how to fun bowling. That's why I don't like bowling with my friends. Because I was mentored by somebody, all right? And it sucked all the fun out of me. And my whole goal was to become a better bowler. So me to go have fun, I can't do. So you sure you want to bowl with me? I still have another 2 bowling balls in my closet, by the way. So I have 5 bowling.
We'll do this. We'll even pin this date. Okay, the time of the day of the recording is August 12th, 2020. On this day, I officially challenged Tiff to a bowling match. Where? Because I know I like she can have this training. Okay. But we're gonna see. I challenge you for it.
Hand.
Watch. We will bowl.
With a plastic bowl in the damn bowling alley against somebody who has her own equipment? You sure you want to bowl with me? You're gonna cry. I bowl average like 200. You want to bowl with me? Listen, I'll stick it out for you. I'm already warning you that I can't have fun bowling. I'm very competitive. It's terrible. I hate it. I really hate it.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll bet. That's how assured I know that all of that's not going to be. I got you. That if I lose, because you're so giddy on it. So if I lose.
Because I'm good. It's not even a joke. I'm good. My highs are 269. I took first place in a bunch of tournaments. You sure? I lived to bowl.
Oh,
I bowled in Delaware. I bowled upstate. You sure you want to bowl with me?
Okay. If I lose, because there's a whole list of husbands of hers. Most of them happen to be my friends. So if I lose, because all of them fucking chop hard as hell, I will take for every list of husband, every number, because I think it's 10.
No,
I'll take. It's more? Oh fuck. Well, I'll take 10.
How you
10
gonna do that?
chops from each, because I know all of them. I know most of your husbands personally. And if I don't, I have connections. I'll find them. But I will take 10 chops from each.
Anyway, so
No. That doesn't count. That's a chop. That's okay. I'll be fine the next day. But that's how assured I am. I know I can beat you.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna see. I did the same thing last night with Charles Mason.
Okay.
I got in his head. I got in his head last night.
And dinosaurs don't count, Ray.
Wow. You're calling me how much of a kid. This is my show, damn it. And she's making fun of me with wow. How did we get to this? Okay, yeah, how'd you get to wrestling?
Let's go back into wrestling. Like,
this is our conversations, by the way. This is how we come up though with like the best ideas. Because our conversations like go from like A to B to D to F to Z. And then we'll come back around and we'll be like, wait, we should do that. Like that's how Indy talks. Like we started doing our fantasy cards because we just started talking shit, and it's like, wait, why don't we do this? Like, but okay, so we'll leave that. I'll put it in my calendar. On this day, I challenge you for that. But let's keep it going. So how'd you get back into the grace of wrestling?
What? Say it again. I'm sorry. It's like the fucking DM just like popped up of a creeper. But anyway, say it again.
Oh God!
See,
even during this, guys. Yeah.
Hey, where you from? None of your fucking business. That's where I'm from.
Anyway. That's where.
I'm sorry.
So, how'd you get? So you started saying how you got back into wrestling.
Okay, yeah.
So bowling alley, your friends liking it. How do we get to
so
now?
they started talking about it. They were talking about one of the pay-per-views that were coming up, and I was like, "How is wrestling?" And they're like, "It's good." They're like, "It's different from what it was." So, and then I had another friend, my friend James, who's do that ass podcast with me, the guy that I'm friends with for like over 20 years. Like he would, even when I was out of wrestling, before I got back into it, he was very big on going to WrestleMania with our friend Andrew and stuff. So he would always call me and he would just like bitch whatever about wrestling and things like that. So he started talking to me. He would always call me and stuff. He would tell me like, you know, when Undertaker lost and things like this. So he was telling me all this stuff. But I remember calling him on the phone and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna give wrestling a try again. I was like, because back then we used to go to a mutual friend's house for pay-per-views and I used to go over there. We used to watch wrestling, even like after I stopped watching when I didn't have time. And sometimes that was our thing, like our hangouts that they would watch the pay-per-view. So I would go. So he said to me, he goes, I know who you're gonna love. And I was like, yeah, who's that? He's like, Seth Rollins. He's like, I know your taste. He's like, I know you. He's like, you're going to love Seth Rollins and he's the champion. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, so I turned it on and I was like, oh, okay. All right. I was like, I think this was kind of like the start of like the list of husbands because he was the original list of husband. So I didn't have like numbers, but like he was like one of the originals that I had put on the list of husbands for me.
Well, if he's the original, I guess he was the like first number one, if anything. Like he was the number one husband.
Actual ranking.
Yeah.
Never did ranking, but he was like just one of the guys that was like, oh, he's a list of husband. So it wasn't until, you know, number one husband came on that I started ranking my shit.
It wasn't until he said, oh, he has to be number one. Exactly. That's what kind of started it all, and then now your ranking system is kind of worse than AEW's because it's like it just goes like this. This guy could be number 2 today, and tomorrow it's another guy. By the time this releases, your list is probably different.
It's gonna change again. This is gonna change. Akira's on the list now. Blake Christian's on the list. Like it wasn't even on the list. I gotta redo the list because somebody asked me the other day. They're like, "Where's Akira?" I was like, "I haven't put out the new list yet."
Wait, I'm starting to regret this bet now because I forgot Akira's on the list.
Oh yeah, we interviewed him. He's supposed to be at the not Titan. What's the other one? Damn, there's so many damn there.
Well, whatever show he's in, we'll be there, and
we're gonna be there because I need to meet husband. So I'll just send him a DM. Chop Ray.
He was so nice to me. He was such a nice guy. Oh, this is where she shows him the certain artwork I made, and oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh, Akira is Ray made this the other night because he made fun of me because I put you on the list of husbands, and he said you were a Power Ranger, and he put your head on a red Power Ranger. You're so rude, Ray, and you wonder why. And then what makes it worse is he gives me these ideas. And you know what, Ray? I have connections too, so I just have to slide in his DMs. So
I think what it is that I do this so much on the network that I'll throw Tiff under the bus. So now this is the time she's coming on my channel, and now she's just gonna murder me.
I can't with you two, all right? Throwing me under the bus. Like, I've only been nice to the both of you, and you guys throw me under the damn bus. You know what, Ray? You're uninvited.
I'm already there. By the time this is released, I'm there. I'm probably on that couch, like right there. I'm already there. Like I can see my spot. Okay, so you get there. What gets you into indie wrestling though? Because I get the major product. I get watching Seth Rollins. Did you go YouTube and search or?
No, actually, it was really funny because I didn't know so much about the independent scene. So the independent scene started with me with our friend Jimmy Refs, Jumbo Ref. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a dear friend of mine. I met him through an ex boyfriend that I was dating or whatever, and which was one of his best friends or whatever. Anyway, he had told us, I remember, I think he was in the apartment or whatever, and he had told us, oh, you like wrestling and stuff like that. He was like, you should come watch Ref. And I was like, yeah. I was like, come on. And then that idiot was like, oh, but he just refs. And I'm like, that's your friend. Let's go support your friend. This is so rude. I
like referees. There's some cool refs out there.
How you not support your friend? I don't care. I'm gonna throw on his dick anyway. Anyway,
fuck that guy.
To NYWC.
Okay.
This is how I started really. But I think it was the SWA shows that I was going to. So that's how I started really getting into the independent scene, and I was like, oh, this is fun, and I started going more, and even after me and Dick broke up or whatever, I still continued. Fuck that guy. Yeah. So, but anyway, I think it also kind of brought me into House of Glory, because the Glory was kind of the next promotion that I was going to, because a lot of friends
funny.
I know, right?
It's funny because of if there's no NYWC, technically there's no House of Glory, there's no this, there's no that. Because NYWC started out of a promotion that was called, it's not the same House of Hardcore of now. It used to be House of Hardcore, the training center. That's where Mikey Riprat taught a lot of these guys that you watch now, like the Trents, like the Johnny Silvers, like the Amazing Reds, like the Brian Myers, Matt Cardona. A lot of these guys were Mikey Riprat's kids. And then my best friend Brad also was big. He's encyclopedia of independent wrestling, I feel like, and Ray knows him as well because we all hang out together and stuff like that, right? Brad's probably Brad knows everything. He doesn't know everything, but it seems like he knows everything. He's very I think he gave up. He was very big into horror. You need Brad on your thing to do a roundtable. He was very big into horror. I definitely have to have Brad just to talk. Yeah. I feel like it would just be an hour of horror and wrestling.
Oh yeah.
We've had Tiff. The first time Tiff ever brought us together,
they were gonna connect.
We were partying, quote unquote, and I'm in the kitchen with Brad, just talking, and Tiff's like, "Y'all want to come party?" But
I knew they would hit it off, because I like this. If you can't hit it off with my best friend that I know for 30 plus years, you know, then I have to really question my friendship with whoever I introduce them to Brad, because Brad is very like, you know, like well balanced and everything, and just how he is. Like I can't see people not getting along with him. So if like somebody can't get along with him, then I know something's wrong. But anyway, Brad wrote me one night, and his wife Margaret was sick, and he was going to an ICW show, and he was like, "Oh, are you free?" He was like, "I have an extra ticket to ICW." So that's how I kind of started going to ICW. And like Brad's also another one that's like broadened my horizons with independent wrestling. And you know, then I had other friends. As you keep going to shows, you start meeting people. And then that's how like Evolve, I started going to Evolve. But it was really like, but I was just really New York bound. But I think if it wasn't for Gangone, I would have never started searching outside of New York, because I started following him to some of the promotions he was going, which is amazing, because now like I found promotions I adore, like Synergy. Like I'd go to Synergy even if Anthony's not working it. I just love Colin to death, and then never mind all the other wrestlers that I have found in all these other promotions that I just, it
definitely grew. And thanks again, like we even said, our friendship started because of me watching that interview.
Yeah.
That I was just watching because I'm like, okay, I knew he was gonna do an interview, and I was like, okay, they seem cool. They seemed like genuine people. And again, I hit her up, and look at that again. And Ant will never take the credit because again, he's humble.
That interview. Because we had him come back, and Ray did it with me. Yeah. So it was funny because we were talking about it with him, that he's just a humble guy, and he's like, no, and I don't care what he says, because I always give him credit, because that's really how I feel about it. Like me following him because I just thought he's this absolute amazing wrestler that I've been a fan of for like 6 years. And now it's like, you know, he's a friend, you know, like a dear friend of my heart and everything. But, you know, he's like one of my faves, and he's just so talented. But, you know, that's why I decided to follow him. But now, like, it's great because now I have other friends that I follow too, which is so amazing.
Yep. And we go to all this. We have our fun. We do this. And this is how we got here.
Yeah.
This is how we got here.
Yeah.
So, I guess, unfortunately, though, it has to come to an end for today. This won't be the last time you'll definitely see her on this, because, like, again, we have to probably do a part 2. We're definitely going to have to bring April on as well and do a trifecta episode, which I don't think the internet is ready for that. Because on the No Holds, we try to keep it somewhat PG-ish, because the channel, congratulations, is monetized as well. So we're not trying to get strikes. Me, whatever. If I get something, sorry, YouTube. So we're definitely going to have a little more of a uncensored chit chat when April comes on as well. Yeah. But Tiff, let them know where they can find you. What are the plugs?
Oh, I'm probably here in this apartment, you know, the walls, you know. Or I'm at an indie show, probably, you know. Oh, well, you know, with the pandemic going on. No. You can find me on Twitter at Loves to Dream 82, LUVS 2 Dream 82. And then I'm on the No Holds Barred Network. That's all over the place. Twitter.
Yeah, everything will be in the description below.
Just too much.
I'll put all the links. I'll put her links, the No Holds Barred links. I'll put everything in. Yeah.
I'm all over the place, guys. Like I really am. I'm tired. That's why I'm your stressed out host as always, because I do too many shows between Ollie Podcast, Under the Ropes, Indie Talks, and Wrestle Forum, and never mind all the other podcasts that I'm on as well that people have me come on. So I'm a busy girl. So I'm your stressed out.
She's on my show right now. Like, look at this. So probably by the time you're seeing this, we did an Under the Ropes with Charles Mason. That's out there. Right. Go watch that interview. He buried us. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him at Synergy. You'll look out for that, Charles. An AEP would have dropped, so definitely go check that out as well. And yeah, we'll be partying by the time this is out. We're gonna be having some drinks. We'll be listening to some great music, probably watching some wrestling as well, and just doing some funny shit. So till then, guys, thank you so much for watching the 4th episode of the Law's Roundtable. Once again, my name is the Law Ray Ramundo. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Ray_Ramundo. That is on Instagram. That is on Twitter. If you find me on Facebook, maybe I'll add you. Just don't be weird, please. Thank you. The last question I usually ask everyone that comes on, Tiff, what do you think of the roundtable?
This is fun. But me and Ray probably could record a 5-hour episode.
Oh, definitely. Again, this is why it's the first one. It's our first one together. Definitely gonna happen again, and definitely we gotta bring on our girl April, because that's gonna be a funny chit chat, and that's gonna have me like dying when I have to edit this, and I'm gonna be dying later to have to edit this too. So guys, enjoy it. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, share it with the friends, share it with the family, share it with the pets, because they might want to see too. Get that wholesome content. You saw 2 of our pets. So have fun, guys.